creating unique, eye-catching stuff is hard. And if you're like me, the amount of pressure we put on ourselves to create and constantly innovate is honestly overwhelming. But here's the thing. If you want to bring your visions to life, you need to have inspiration. And in this video, I'll show you 4 places that spark my creativity and help me find inspiration for my video work. So without further ado, let's get into the video. You see, social media like Instagram and YouTube might seem obvious on the surface, but a lot of people do get it wrong. I would say the secret is how you consume social media. And what I mean by that is ideally you should consume content that either educates you, inspires you, and makes you want to create stuff. And unfortunately, that does mean no memes, no cute pet videos, no reality TV recaps or whatever. You want to use the feed to your advantage. So what I do and what works for me is whenever I watch a video and it's not something that educates me or inspires me, I mark it as not interested. And on the flip side, if the video is really interesting or has a concept that I might want to recreate or take inspiration from in the future, I save it and categorize it in playlists or collections on Instagram, for example. Over the years, I've probably collected hundreds of hours of footage and posts, all waiting there for when I need ideas. With social media alone, you can get inspiration for your videos, especially if you create fast-paced, Instagram-like content. But if you have a specific concept in mind or a reference you're looking for, social media content might not be enough. Let's say I wanted to film a car commercial. I could type that into the search box on Instagram or YouTube, and I might find some good ideas. But if I'm after a specific reference or an idea that I have in my head, that might not be the best place. And I might spend hours and hours trying to find what I'm looking for. And that's exactly where Frameset comes in. I've had the opportunity to use their platform for quite some time now. And I keep going back to it because it's just that good. In fact, let me show you. Going back to the car commercial, let's say I wanted to get some ideas on how to style a garage. Well, I can type that into the search box and immediately I get a bunch of references that I can look up and use for my videos. And the cool thing is, all of these frames here look quite professional and a lot of them are from actual commercials. Not only that, but if I like a specific image, I can click on it and then on the left, I'll have all the details that I might need, like who shot it, what commercial it was in. I can watch the whole video on Vimeo if I want to, and if it's there. I can even click on the commercial and see other stills from that video. But in this case, I'm just happy with that one shot. So if I go back, another cool feature that I like about Frameset is at the top right of each image, you can click on similar search. That will essentially look up similar shots that are either in the same colorway or have the same kind of composition. So here we have a bunch of other car shots that honestly all look really cool and probably are way over my budget, but it's a cool concept for coming up with more ideas. These days, whenever I plan client work or want to create a cinematic video, I'll probably spend around 40% of my pre-planning time on Frameset. The next platform that I use probably for more things than I should is Pinterest. And if you don't use it, think of Instagram, Frameset, and if they both had a baby, that would be Pinterest. Although it's hard to find specific video ideas on it, it's a power tool for everything else. So, demonstration time. Let's say you wanted to come up with a title idea for your video. So what you can do is you can type in cinematic title opener, and immediately you get a lot of visually pleasing titles for movies and other videos that you've probably never heard about. And that's just one example. Generally, I use it a lot for overall mood boards, color palettes, locations, as well as graphic design related inspo. So for anything that's above your video inspiration, Pinterest is usually a solid go-to platform. Now, before we get on to the next one, there's another platform that I'd like to, put in the honorable mentions, and that's Icandy. Over the past year, Icandy has exploded with popularity just by having a lot of visually pleasing and oftentimes out there ideas. So whenever I want to create something new and eye-catching, I would go on Icandy and find unique concepts like match cuts, ultra-wide angle shots, different techniques that are not necessarily mood board related, but are more to do with how you film certain things. Now, let's move on to the next one. And this one is more audio related than visuals, and that's Artless, who are kindly sponsoring this video. You see, if you're filming or you're planning to edit a video, a lot of the times the song is gonna dictate how you edit it and what shots you need, what's the pacing, what's the mood. So usually before I even get to the visual brainstorming, I would go onto Artless website and look up different songs that are either new or staff picks, anything that really sounds and resonates with me. You can filter songs by the mood that you're going for, the genre, even vocal or instrumentals only, as well as the pacing of the song. And if you like a specific song, you can look up similar tracks to that one. It just feels refreshing to have new songs every time I come back to Artless. They also have a wide selection of stock footage from all over the world. And if you're traveling somewhere for filming, it's a great place to start planning your shoot with video references and music already in place. And trust me, your whole video production process will be so much smoother if you start with the audio portion. And this is just barely scratching the surface. There's places outside of digital medium that you can get ideas from, but that's a whole video in itself. As far as this video goes, all you gotta do is you gotta train your algorithm, know where to look for specific concepts, and let music guide your brainstorming. I hope you enjoyed this video, second one done. Let me know if you do like it and if you have any suggestions. And if you haven't seen the first one where I share tips on how to work with hotels and essentially travel the world, you can check it out right here. And if not, it's gonna be down in the description. Also, if you made it this far, clearly I'm doing something right, and I'd really appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe to see more content like this. And for the next video, I have a couple ideas. One of them could be talking about budget filmmaking gear, so stay tuned for that as well. Take care.